Oi, oi, how the devil are we? Jazz here, and it is Semen Retention Day. Let's talk about some seed retention. Seed retention, eh? Well, listen, it's over. The retention is over. I did it for over 100 days, and I have, as you say, released. But what happened? Well, I'm going to tell you, but first of all, I just want to recap on the journey. I did over 100 days without having an orgasm in any way, of any kind. I didn't have any wet dream. I didn't have any masturbation, any nofap. During that time, I actually didn't even have sex. You can have sex on semen retention, but you just don't release. But I didn't have sex, so there was no intercourse, there was no none of that going on, and there was so many aha moments that it led to me, as you say, if you've seen this page or if you look on my page, I started my first video YouTube blog at 60 days because I was having all these aha moments, and I've done videos on success tips, things that will get you through. I've done videos on the main points, the benefits that I feel physically and mentally. I think it's something everyone should do, man or woman, to be honest. Transmute your sexual energy. You know, they talk about in the chakras, the sex energy, the chakra that's down there. It's creativity, and I think, that's what happens. To be honest, when you're not, chasing that fix of an orgasm, you can put that energy into so many other different things, and it is a creative energy. I mean, the fact that you can make a life with that sexual energy, it says everything. You can make a human being. You know, I don't think I never. You know, I'm a bit of a caveman. I didn't even put two and two together, to be honest, to think, oh wow, yeah, actually, look at that. It's so powerful. That can't even be reproduced by science. We can't do that without the aid of what's in me and what's in a woman. You know, and I speak about all kinds of things, like, you know, it's without a doubt, it's brought me closer to a higher power, which I choose to call God. That journey, just the way that you can start appreciating different things. As you know, if you look on this channel, I'm in recovery as well. I get high from my own supply. I don't need alcohol. I don't need drugs. I don't need psychedelics. I don't need all this plant-based stuff like, you know, cocaine, ayahuasca, mushrooms, all that. Don't need it. I get high from my own supply. Oxygen. Try doing some breath work. Wow. You can. I remember when I went to this, and I'm gonna get to what happened after I released. Don't worry. I went to this retreat one time, and I had the most amazing trip, if you want to call it, on doing this breath work. It was unbelievable. So look into that. But yeah, what happened? So I released. Well, one thing that I've said, if you know from the other videos, is that I think masturbation is self-harming. I really do, on a mental and physical level. I don't think it's good for you. It's not the worst thing in the world, you know, of the 7 deadly sins, but I don't think it's any good for you. Stay away from it. If you feel like you need that release, something's going on, you can put that energy into something else in your life. I've spoke about this. Get to the gym, go speak to the sex you're interested in. Go get a haircut, get your nails done, whatever it is. Go attract what you want, which is to connect with somebody. You definitely would, you know, don't need to be doing that to yourself. But like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't recommend it. Use that fuel, use that one. But yeah, what happened? So Obviously, I didn't masturbate. I had intercourse, baby. Yes. And with somebody that I was connected with and someone that I care about. And, well, you know, wow, my arm's aching. Let me just switch over. I'm sitting down now, aren't I? It's getting serious. Well, I don't want to talk too much detail, as in, you know, I am a gentleman after all, aren't I? But I don't know why I started speaking with a different accent at that point. Well, here's the biggest thing that happened. I got really sick. Like, I don't know if it was an adrenaline dump. I don't know if my body was just like not used to that. But that night after the release, after the lovemaking, I've never been so sick in a long time. And I don't mean like physically sick or coming out of any ends or coming out of any holes in your body. I mean like an adrenaline dump style. From 10 p.m. when I went to bed to about 2:30 a.m. I got I was sweating. I was so cold. I was shivering, but at the same time I was really hot, and I needed to go to the toilet loads. I needed to go for like a wee, like not a number two, a number one. I kept thinking, wow, how can I have this much fluid in me? And I was just peeing. It was like a proper adrenaline dump, animalistic. Like my body was like, what has gone on? So that was mad. I was like, this is insane. But I just think carrying all that energy. And obviously I've said this before, like for me, I honestly didn't have an orgasm, and that was probably the longest time since I've been able to have an orgasm. I don't know, like 12 years old or something. There's no way I've gone 100 days, over 100 days without having an orgasm, you know what I mean? I probably hadn't even gone a bloody week. Because, you know what I mean, you know, that's just the way I am. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but having an orgasm is pretty fun, right? Why wouldn't I want to do that on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, baby? You know, as I've said before, that sex energy, that orgasm, chasing that rush, it's got a lot of people into trouble, including myself. So yeah, I got this physical reaction. Emotionally, nothing really. I can't really report on anything other than the fact that I think maybe you can build it up. I built it up. I thought the act of sex is an amazing thing, and I enjoyed that a lot, and there was an appreciation for that. But the actual orgasm, I was like, oh, for a guy, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's over before you know it, and that means the end. That means the end, doesn't it? It's like mission complete, end of interaction for a time being until you can reload or whatever. But I was like, oh, you know what it is like? I think it, you know, more will be revealed, but I think I get like why people can have sex and they still retain when they're having sex. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea not to just always release. And don't forget, really, like I've said before, the main purpose of releasing is to create a baby, and it's kind of a waste if you're not. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Any other details? Well, I'll give you one that's proper funny. I'll give you one detail. This is hilarious. Gosh, I feel like I would want to know this, right? So I was thinking, when you have an orgasm after not having an orgasm for so long, I know you can retain that and absorb it, but I was thinking in my head, like, is this going to be a big load? Is it going to be like is it going to look different? Is it going to be, you know, I was this is just how I am. I've told you I'm a caveman. I want to know these things. And I gotta be honest, it was some ninja semen. I took the condom off afterwards, and I was like, the load was a good size load, but it wasn't like, wow, yeah, you know, like this 100-day load or anything. But when it was solid, man. This stuff was like, not as in like substance wise, I just mean in like, yeah, not as in like, you know what I mean? It wasn't all like, well, basically, I tipped the condom out before I flushed it down the toilet, and this stuff went down like a lead balloon. It just came out of the condom, bump, like all together, and it was like the gold standard semen. I was like, holy shit, like this stuff was getting somebody pregnant. I'm telling you, it was like, it was glowing in that toilet. It was like, oh, where's the egg? I was like, wow, what a waste. Because sometimes I think, you know, as guys will know, you can, it don't always look like that, right? It can be a bit runny or watery or whatever, you know. I mean, just to keep it real, kids. But this was not. This was like legit, pure gold, caviar of seed. And I can understand why, like, they say it takes there is a difference in, like, the I'm forgetting the word, like, what would you say, like a substance, but there's a better word probably that I could use. I don't know, like the consistency. Yeah, it was the creme de la creme of the consistency. Yeah, it was the maturation was it had definitely matured. So yeah, if you want to get your missus pregnant, definitely just hold that seed for a little while, and you will definitely it will definitely work for you. And again, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. Of course, you know, why wouldn't it be the creme de la creme? So there you go. That's it. I mean, if you've got anything else you want to know, feel free to ask a question. I'm just keeping it real here. I ain't trying to sell anything. I'm just trying to help people. I'm just trying to give over some stuff while we're on this journey of life, whatever the hell it is about, whatever the hell we're doing here. I don't know. What are we doing here? Nobody knows. Why are we even, what's it all about? Nobody knows. So I'm just on this journey, and semen retention's one of them, and it started this YouTube channel. Let's see where we go. Let's see where it takes us. Well, hey. So listen, have a great weekend. It's Sunday Fun Day here. We've had a little fun. We've been talking about some pretty interesting stuff. Speaking from my heart, keeping it real, na verdade, the truth, and the truth will set you free. So, if you listen to this, love you. Hope you enjoy the videos. Ask some questions, give some feedback, and I'll speak to you soon. Com Deus.